So please subscribe to my channel, then only I can upload more videos and keep this channel alive. So please subscribe to my channel. In this video we are going to see about block diagrams, and last video we discussed about signal flow graph, and in this video we are going to see about block diagrams and block diagram reduction method, and this is used to find the transfer function of the system. So the definition of block diagram, this is block diagram of a system is a pictorial representation of the function performed by each component and of the flow of signal. And this is a pictorial representation of the function performed by each component in the system and the signal flow between that component. And there are three different elements in block diagram. There are three different elements. First one is block, second one is branch point, third one is summing point. So first one is block. Block is a symbol and it indicates the mathematical operation performed on that input, and after that mathematical operation it will produce the output. So the block represents the mathematical operation on the input signal to the block that produce the output. So it performed that operation and it produced the output. That is represented as a block. Basically the transfer function of the component are usually entered in the blocks. So we commonly enter the transfer function of the system inside that block, and this arrow inside that block it represents the input, and outward arrow indicate the output of that system. So this is the block. It include the transfer function of the system. Next one is branch point, and branch point it is a point from which the signal from a block goes concurrently to other blocks or summing points. So the same signal it goes another block or another summing point. So concurrently it take a branch from this signal, it take a branch here. That point is known as branching point. Final one is summing point, and summing point it used to include the addition or subtraction function on that signal. So if the plus symbol means the signals are added, minus symbol means the signals are subtracted. So here this A given to plus and this B given to minus. So we get A here and we get minus B here. So the input to this next block or output of this system is A minus B. So this is known as summing point. So next we will see about the block diagram reduction. And this block diagram reduction can be used to find the overall transfer function of the system. So this block diagram can be reduced to find the overall transfer function of the system. And for that reduction we follow some set of rules. That rules are used to simplify the calculation. So now we see about the rules. So first rule is combining the blocks in cascade. So the cascade blocks, so now this G1 means, and this is the input this block, and we will get A G1 here, and this is G2 means we will get A G1 G2 here, and this is converted to like this A input and these two blocks are merged together and we will get G1 G2. So series connection we will get the multiplication here G1 G2, and the result we will get the same like this. So the combining the blocks in cascade, this is first rule. Second rule is combining parallel blocks. So parallel blocks we use addition. So this A1 G1 G2 here added here. Cascade connection we have a multiplication, parallel connection we have a addition. So now this G1 and G2 can be written as G1 plus G2, and similarly we will get the result here. And also we can eliminate this summing point also. So this can reduced by single block G1 plus G2. And next rule is moving the branch point ahead of the block. So this is the branching point. Now we move this branching point ahead of this block. So this changed to this changed to here, and we add 1 by G block here. If you move the branching point ahead of any block, we include the reciprocal of this G value, that is this block transfer function value, that is 1 by G here. So next is moving the branch point before the block. So now we move the branch point before this block, we will add additional G block. So if we move the branch point before this G, we have to add another one block parallelly with G. And next one is moving the summing point ahead of the block. So this summing point moving here ahead of this block, at this point we add G block just opposite to this. If you move ahead of this G means we add 1 by G block here, and here ahead means we add G block here. So before means we add 1 by G block here. So the moving the summing point ahead of the block, we move this summing point here and add 1 G block here. And also moving the summing point before the block, and we add 1 by G block here. And next one is interchanging summing point. That means the function of this system can be described in any way, but we can obtain the same result. So this can be optimized using a plus b, and here a plus b minus c. So this is changed to, we interchange the summing point here, so it become a minus c, and again here this is b, so a minus c plus b, that is given as a plus b minus c. So we get both same result, and we can interchange the summing point also. Next one is splitting summing points. So here a b c, and this is summing point, the functions are plus plus minus, so we will get a plus b minus c. So now we are splitting this summing point into two types. So now we take this a plus b means just to take the minus sign here. So now we will get a plus b here, again we have to add this a plus b with this minus c. So for a plus b we have a plus symbol, and for minus c we include this minus. So we will get the result as a plus b minus c. So we can interchange the summing point, we can splitting the summing point, and we can combining the summing point also. So the same manner, the reverse operation of this, we will, and combining summing points, the reverse operation of this splitting summing points, we will get a combining summing point here. And next rule, elimination of feedback loop, and this is commonly used in all problems. So this is the main rule in block diagram reduction method. So first of all we eliminate the feedback loop, and here this is the minus symbol mean, this is the minus symbol. So this minus symbol mean we will get G divided by 1 plus GH, and this is minus, that means this is minus H. Minus H means we will get G divided by 1 plus GH, and here the proof is here. So we just remembering this minus mean we will get plus symbol here, G divided by 1 plus GH, and this is plus means we will get minus GH, G divided by 1 minus GH, and this is the rule for eliminating the feedback loop. Now we are going to solve this problem. Reduce the block diagram shown in figure and find C by R. So first, this is branching point, and this is summing point, and these are blocks, and these are the three elements in block diagram. So first we move this branch to ahead of this block, G1 block, then only we can get a loop, feedback loop only here, but without any modification we cannot find transfer function. So first we make a loop, only loop means G1 and H. For that we move this branching point here. So the condition for moving the branching point ahead of this block, we show add 1 by G1 block, add 1 by G1 block. So now this diagram become plus minus G1, this is G2, and now, and this is step 1. So this become 1 by G1 and G3 and the summing point. We have the summing point plus plus, and the loop here, this is H, and we get a C, and this is R. So now this we can reduce this and this part using the feedback elimination rule, and applying that we will get G1, the summing point also eliminated, so it becomes G1 divided by 1 plus, and here minus means we have a plus symbol here, G1H. So this is reduced like this. Similarly, these two are in cascade connection, so we can multiply this 2. So this become, this is G2, and this become G3 divided by G1, and this is a summing point of this, and here we get, this is R and this is C. So next point we have to reduce this part. So this is a parallel connection, so we have to add this 2. So parallel connection, we have to add this 2, then this is step 2. Then third step we will get G1 divided by 1 plus G1H, and adding this 2 we will get G2 plus G3 divided by G1. So now this is C and this is R. So now we have a 2 cascade connection, so we can multiply this 2, and that will give C by R. So C by R, that is equal to multiplication of this 2, G1 divided by 1 plus G1H into G2 plus G3 divided by G1. So now we have C by R is equal to G1 divided by 1 plus G1H into G2 plus G3 divided by G1. So multiplying this we will get G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1H plus G1 G3 divided by G1 into 1 plus G1H, and this get cancelled, and the result become G1 G2 plus G3 divided by 1 plus 2 terms of common, 2 terms are common here, so we will take common term 1 plus G1H. So the answer here is this C by R of this system is equal to G1 G2 plus G3 divided by 1 plus G1H.